understand. So let's continue with the basic.
First of all, if anyone want to ask something about this feature, this is the moment to ask if you want. If you are fine, we can continue.
Okay, we'll continue with the next one. Even if I'm talking, you can write in the chat, okay? Before we have a command that is move to move a file. So it was quite hard to use because all the time you had to click with the right button and go to move and later find the location where you want to move the file. Now you can use ctrl-x and ctrl-v as you use in Windows or in other systems. Also, it's quite good for developers because it's faster and we are used to do that in that way, I mean.
Let me show you how I can move a file using the Ctrl plus X and move it to a different location. To paste it, you just need to press Ctrl plus P. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Open it, maybe, and now paste it there. It's Ctrl V, Ctrl P, right?
Yes. Okay, we will review this feature now. Let's jump to another one.
Also, we have in the items view a new list of, okay, for example, if you check out a file, okay, this means that you are going to modify it. So you are going to use that file. So it will be added in the recent items view. But
okay, there's some. Let me move the Wii because we are using two screens, and the context menu is appearing in the other one. Okay. Here you have all the recent items that we have used before. Okay. The system is able to remember them, and it's a really good shortcut to use before you are using the files.
with any operation you do in the item will be stored in that list. If you see the history or you are doing see the difference or just check out or modify it.
Let me paste this other item. Let me try it because maybe we are having some troubles with the keyboard.
It's not Control P. It's
I'm
Control
trying.
V.
Yes, it's Control V. Okay. Here I cannot move because there's already a file called cube.s in the destination folder.
Okay, you can try to rename the file and later move it.
Oh, I will try to move it to a different location. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me paste it here, and it's done. Okay. I'm sorry.
So the letters of the keyboard are Control X, Control V. We were wrong before.
Yes, sorry. The Control P is for the permissions. Okay, if I issue the Control P, I have the permissions.
We got a little bit scared when we didn't see how we thought it was a bug, but it's not. Everything is correct. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Manu, we can go now to the Branch Explorer because we improved some things there.
Yes. Let me show you one of the new features in the Branch Explorer. Okay. As you can see here, there's a new change set. It's called the checkout change sets. Okay, this is going to be the change set that is going to be created when you are committing the changes you have in the workspace. It's like a virtual change set because it's not in the system, but it helps you to understand where your changes are going to be stored. If I now go to the pending changes view, and I commit this is actually not a change because it's only a checkout. Let me check it with the differences. Oh, this is one thing we are going to show you later or in a new webinar about the preview system and the diff with strange extension files.
Also, something that you are asking us all the time is about the house in the Branch Explorer, that when you create a new branch, you know now that the house is still in the chain set of the parent branch.
Let me create a new one. I will show you. This is a little bit confusing for some customers, because when you create a new branch and you change to it, the house remains in the parent branch and not in the new branch. I can understand that it's a little bit confusing.
But the reason is because the new branch doesn't have still any change set. But we have improved also that it will be published in the next release, and you will find the house in the new branch. I think it's less confusing for you.
Yes. So this house icon will be placed here, so it will be more clear to understand that you are not in the correct branch. You are actually working in the right one. So I hope you enjoy the new feature. As we have explained it, this change set, after committing, it becomes to a new and actually a real change set in the system, not a virtual or a checked out change set. So I think it's very powerful and visual, because
you know in every moment where you are, in which branch, if you have made any changes.
Okay. So although the house icon in this version, in this release, is still here, you are able to understand that the changes are going to be stored in this branch. Okay. So basically, this is the new feature, the new change set. Okay. Let me show you now another feature about the Branch Explorer. This is the vertical layout. For those who are more comfortable with clear case or maybe JIT layout, you have this different layout to display the Branch Explorer data. Okay, it's another way to display the information. It's in a vertical way. Actually, it's the same information, but maybe you are more comfortable using this display. Okay. Let me show you now.
We can show you also the history of a file.
Yes.
An item.
This
has changed a little bit from 3.0.
Okay, let me show you how it looks like. This is the old version history, and this is how it looks with the 2D revision 3. Okay,
so
here you
maybe
have,
it's more clear for you to find the changes of the file.
It's a mixed way to see the Branch Explorer and the revisions of the file. I think it's very powerful. In this example, it's actually very short, but if you have a very long history, you will notice that it's very useful to understand where the revisions are created, if they are a result of a merge, if they are a result of a revert or something like that. It's very powerful, and you can complement this information with the ancient view of the revisions of the file. I have to say that we are going also to implement this functionality. As you know, the comments in the history view are not completed, so are missed. You are only able to see dots in the comment field. So we are going to fix this issue for the 4.1 release.
It's already done, but it's not published yet. It will be published in the next release.
Okay, so I think there are more things in the Branch Explorer that we can show you. There are the bookmarks.
The bookmarks are the last improvement we wanted to show today.
Yeah, like the Visual Studio bookmarks, you can use to go back and forward to a bookmark and use it to mark a change set. And later, if you are using a really big Branch Explorer, you are able to go to the previous bookmark or the next previous bookmark if you are working in a certain change set. So this feature is very useful if you place the bookmark on for example, the latest release that you use labels to mark them. So It's very useful and simple to use. Here you have a button in order to remove all your bookmarks, and the button to place a new bookmark. And these are the navigation buttons. It's actually very simple.
All the improvements we saw today, we try to make it just simple and to make your work easier and faster.
Violeta, let me check the questions.
We didn't have open
Yes.
the window.
Let me
Sorry,
check.
we didn't have open the windows of questions. We'll try now to read them and to answer them.
Placido is asking us if we can perform diffs using the search result. Let me use it. Okay. If I search for q.s, you are able to go to the item and later perform all the actions in the item. Okay. So the
search
yes.
lets you to go to the item faster.
Yes. First,
when you are in the item, you can do everything.
You search for the item, you choose the one you are looking for, and when you are done with it, if you can use the double click of the mouse, the system is going to go to navigate you through the tree and place you in the item you are searching for, and later you can do whatever you want in the file.
Okay, the next question is, I would like to try out your product, but I am having trouble selecting the correct server parameters. What do you suggest for a home use computer?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is more specific, so you can contact Manu in the forum.
Yes, we can review it, because if you have the server and the client working on the same machine, it should be fine with localhost. It's the same. Let me check it. I will show you in a couple of seconds. If I run the configure server, this is in this machine and it's configured. Make sure that you are using the correct port, okay? This is the Trilenium, is the name of the machine, and the 8089 port is used by this server. So if I now go and configure my client, I think I have localhost also. Yeah, localhost.
Try also writing the name of the machine.
Yes, you can try. Maybe there's something wrong with the lookback of your machine. You can use either the machine name or also the machine IP. You can use the lookback IP and also the public IP. Maybe you can try with that, okay?
Still, if you have problems, you can write in the forum or support.
Yeah. Okay, Bob is asking, in the history, is the comment ever
we already asked that,
yes.
Answered that, sorry.
Yes.
And it will be published in the next release.
Okay, do you want to ask more things? We are open to suggestions. Nothing?
Today was quite short because it was just the improvements. And
maybe Violeta, you can show the people the shortcuts in the GUI, the ones to check in and explain how it works, because I think it's a very good functionality that we must add it into the Visual Studio plugin.
As you see now in the screen, I have the underline some letters in the checking word and undo changes word. As for example, for check-in is the I letter. So if, okay, for example, now we have a added item. So if I want to perform the check-in, just I have to click the control key plus I, is the underline letter. A lot of people really like working just with the keyboard, not using the mouse. So this allows you to use the keyboard to perform every important operation.
Let me show you how I push the control plus the I letter, and I want to do it right. It's control
I.
Okay.
Sorry, it's Ctrl-Alt-I.
Oh, okay. Okay, remember that you have to push Control and the Alt key.
Let's try it again, okay? For example, modify a file, Manu.
Okay. For example, this one.
Or just with a simple checkout is enough for me.
Okay.
If now I go to the pending changes view.
Maybe you can try the undo.
Yeah,
time.
I would.
Okay.
I wanted to do that.
Okay.
If now I'm doing Ctrl-Alt-U.
Let me click here to make sure that you are using the keyboard.
No, but the control must be in the main window. Okay. Once again, I know I'm the developer of this feature and I don't know the keys. It's just the Alt key plus the letter. Okay.
Only the Alt.
Only the Alt key.
Okay. Let's.
You can try with your plastic. Okay. This is already explained
in the guide.
In the guide.
Yes. Let me try it. Okay. So you are saying that
it's as in other system, but I'm not used to use it.
Okay.
Sorry, it's the Alt key plus the letter.
Okay. So only the Alt.
For example, the options.
Yes.
The O is underlined, so Alt O.
Okay. Alt O. Yes, so it opens the options. Okay. So if I do an Alt plus U, it will undo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's working.
Yes.
Also, in
tell me. Yeah.
Yeah. Alt U. In this other window, you can,
use
the
same.
M and
okay. If I click Alt plus I will click yes.
It's Y.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So okay, then the mystery is resolved.
Sorry, because of the mistakes, but we didn't use this feature a lot. It's our fault.
Actually, Violeta is the developer of this tag. So oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay. So, well, at least it's resolved. It's using the Alt key.
At least it's working, and
yes,
we were wrong.
There's nothing wrong. Just to make sure that there's another shortcut here in this view. If you use the Control key and the O letter, you will check out this item. And if you use the Control plus the I, you are going to open the pending changes view. This is a very useful shortcut, and I think there are customers that are not familiar with them.
Also, you can show the difference of the item with Control D.
Yeah, maybe I don't have here a really test. They are all binary items. Let me change it, okay?
But as you see now in that dialog, okay, can you show the options?
Yes.
You can find
different shortcuts. Yeah.
The other side of the
yes, it's a kind of help, okay, like many other programs have. Okay. Yes, you can, for example, the checkout I said before, the update, the delete, the rename. As you know, the search is with the Control plus F, okay? The permissions, I missed it before. There are a lot of new shortcuts in the Wii. There are a couple of them that we have to improve, but at least you have the beginning of the shortcut system.
This is not new, but in the Branch Explorer, okay, I imagine you already know, but you have a legend where no, I didn't want it to show that. I wanted
using the keyboard shortcut.
Sorry.
Yes.
And also here you can move in the Branch Explorer with the keys.
Yeah. For example, if you are working in a chain set and you click in one of them, you can go back and forward to the chain set, okay? You can click up and down to move around your Branch Explorer, okay?
And also if you would have labels, you can go from a label to another label.
Yes, it all is in this help, okay? If you want to move around labels, you can use the Control key plus the arrow keys, okay? It's quite simple. Okay, I think is
Are there any questions, or you want that we repeat something that we did in a good way at the beginning?
I'm going to check the pull system. If there's something in the Wii you want to explore now with us, we can do it.
Well, we have the user voice that I think is the best place for our suggestions, your suggestions, sorry. So if you want any kind of shortcut or you would like to have something in the graphical user interface, you just can suggest us in the user voice.
Okay, we are going to leave a couple of minutes, maybe 2, so you can think about questions or something you want to review. And if there are no questions, we can close this short webinar and we can continue this week. Okay, Erin is asking us if we saw the image preview. We didn't show it because we have to configure it. Okay, actually it's very easy to configure it, but maybe we can leave it to the next webinar, okay? Because I need to download the image magic software, okay? But we can
if you are interested in show it, okay, in the next webinar, we will make some time to show you.
Yes, we will have a repository with images and strange binary things to perform the diffs, okay? So we will show the real power of the preview system in the next webinar.
Okay, I think we are done. This was everything for today. And if you have no more questions,
I think
we can say bye-bye and see you next week.
Okay, thank you for your attendance. It was a pleasure.